Thor is one-of-a-kind characters in the roster of Marvel Rivals. The diversity of his kit makes him a tank, bruiser, and assassin. Hard to use all his potential if you don't have the knowledge. If you compare it with other tags in the game, it can feel as a weak pick. But if you learn how to play him, it will become a nightmare for your enemy, making you the winner condition for your team. I'm Catoblepas and I will teach you how to Thor. The best way to know what Thor can bring to a game is to compare him with the other characters that have the same role, Vanguard Tank. Tanks can diversify in two types. Main Tank. Their abilities is either shield or making the enemies retreat. Off Tank. They help the main tank by providing more damage or even damage reduction. Off Tanks can diversify in three types. Bruisers, Brawlers, Divers. Also, off-tanks can diversify in hybrids. Yeah, this is getting convoluted. For example, Captain America can be a brawler and a diver. Groot can be a brawler and a main tank. You get the memo. So, what's Thor? Thor indeed is a hybrid, but a weird one. His main purpose is being a brawler, but it can be a diver, an assassin. Yeah. He have traces of DPS too. Thor health points is 625. By using two abilities or the awakening rune will reach 825. This 200 extra is armor that will decay with time. By using the abilities Thor, as I said before, will reach even more than Venom base HP, making him tanky enough to take damage and hold the position, or even better, to dive into the backlane, for what is made for. Looking at his ability kit, we can be any mistaken. He is a truly brawler diver character. So, let's start with the tools you need to success as Thor. His combos. DPS combo, burst combo, displacement combo, assassination combo, and finisher combo. DPS combo is simple. Just hold attack and use hammer throw every time you can. This combo is good when moving the enemy will cause more problems than helping your team. For example, if you have a magic in your team, moving the enemy will make her fail more attacks. Plus, being in normal form will provide you with more mobility. Sometimes it's better than being turret form. Awakening rune. Burst combo. Press attack and hammer throw at the same time. This is a variant of the DPS form. It's made to surprise specialists with low health. It's hard to pull out, yes. And it will be harder to find a good opportunity, yes. But it can change the outcome of the game. Assassination combo. Hold attack and use Awakening Rune. If you do it properly, you will double hit like the burst combo. This combo will provide you with a lot of damage. As the title implies, this combo is made for taking care of an enemy you desire. But the throwback of this combo is making you easier to kill. Kill and get killed. The turret mode, that's how I called it, is really strong, but if you overuse it, you will not be able to do much after that. Keep in mind this mode is really useful in 1v1s, but spamming it will hurt you more than you think. Finisher combo. This combo is by using your ultimate, God of Thunder, as the last hit with the first 2 ticks of damage. You can start it with different options. Holding attack and when the enemy is low, use God of Thunder. Start with the burst combo, Lightning Realm. When the hammer becomes blue, use God of Thunder to make a bigger boost damage. This option is meant to use it when the enemy should not be moved from the rest of the team. The last one, attack, Lightning Realm, attack, Awakening Room, cancel the second attack with God of Thunder. This is how I personally use the ultimate in most cases. Keep in mind the ult is weak? Not really, but you need to know when and when not to use it. It's really important, otherwise it will be shit. Before I explain the most important part of the video, I have to teach you the concept of body blocking. Body blocking is when you don't let the enemy move with only your character, by just being really close. This will block healing from the specialist, if they have to hit to heal. Some attacks with piercing can go through, like Luna Ice Arc. To prevent movement, you need to be aware about your surrounding. For example, if you are fighting close to a door frame, you need to be in the middle. If you are in the open, you might need to learn something called shadow defense. Yep, this comes from a game called Rocket League. It's a form of defense when you need to copy and read the movement of the other player. In Marvels, the same. The more time they are in a bad spot, the less chance the enemy has to survive. And now I present you the last and the most important part of the video. Displacement combo. Hold attack and use Storm Surge, the key of success for Thor. This combo can provide you with a big variety of plays, from moving the enemy tank away to reduce the pressure, move in the tank making him an easier target, moving it where you can 1v1 him without specialists around, moving them to the edge of a cliff for an insta-kill, or even moving the specialists from their ultimate. As I said before, Thor is a special tank. Thor can make the other tanks in the game useless, with only Storm Surge. By just moving him forward, your team will have the opportunity to shoot the enemies behind the tank. If Doctor Strange is holding the shield, moving him to his team will move the whole team back. Obviously, this depends on the situation. This is only the beginning, the first steps of a mentor. The primary use will be flanking around the tank and using that opportunity to move the enemy tank into your team, then proceed to body block, preventing healing by certain healers and also hindering movement. Body blocking afterwards is crucial, as it will allow you to Storm Surge again and further displace the tank. This can be applied to Groot. Groot put a wall, no problemo, moving him up. If you have a coordinated team, GG. Create 1v1 scenarios. Move the enemies to a room, tight spaces, or to a broken building. If you have the opportunity to trap an enemy while the building is recovering, like this, it will be a really nice opportunity. Knowing your surrenders and be able to react to where you are and see where you can move an enemy is something that will help you a lot. Also, learning when it's better to use the Awakening Room or just the DPS combo will make you lose less time in a 1v1. Keep in mind that Lightning Realm or Field will help you a lot. The displacement combo is optimal to fight Black Panther, Magic, Spider-Man, you guessed it, divers, preventing them to use their abilities for a second. With a good team, it will be enough to deal with the problem. Lightning Realm will help you even more with this type of enemies, will reduce the movement for 30%. Moving the enemies for an insta-kill is possible, by moving them to a cliff. This can create two scenarios. First, if you kill them you can switch focus to another player, or you can force resources from enemy players. For example, pushing a Magneto off of a cliff will force him to use the ultimate to survive or staggering him for that fight, like this Thor. The best way of using this combo, taking care of the specialist when they use his ultimate. It is the hardest part of Thor. This is when you combine the knowledge of moving the enemies to a spot where they cannot run and be body blocked. This is the most powerful tool. As I said before, it is really hard, and the higher your rank is, the harder it will get. Keep in mind, it is possible. They will be aware of it. Seeing a 6-foot tall Nordic man swinging a hammer is a pretty easy sign to recognize. A sign of I'm getting Let's watch closer what I did here. I saw the support was really close to his ulti edge. Then I saw this little building with a hole in it and not so tall ceiling. That means Invisible Woman cannot escape by just jumping. She will have to fight me. She is not going to survive. So I charged my hammer enough to push her in and body block. The rest is obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. This video was a medium advanced guide, and I hope I helped you in your quest of becoming the God of Thunder. See you next time.